Hey everybody, Strider's back with another pregame stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we are going to have Nidalee, Nocturne, Singed, Taric, and Ashe versus the blue team, who has Corki, Riven, Ryze, Hecarim, and Janna. So at the top lane, we are going to have a Singed versus a Riven. Now, Singed mains AD carry, while Riven also mains AD carry, so no one's going to have a huge advantage here. Singed, on the other hand, has been played by this person 12 times with the 83% win ratio, which is really, really good. And Riven has only been played by this person 6 times with 66% win ratio, which is still pretty good, but it's a lower game count, and yeah. Having a 10-2 record is really impressive, though. I think I will, in the end, have to give this one to the Singed. And then if we go into the mid lane, we're going to have Nidalee versus a Ryze. Very interesting matchup. Nidalee mains jungle while Ryze mains top. So again, no one's going to have a really huge advantage. Nidalee has been played by this person just over 40 times with a 64% win ratio, which is really, really good. Ryze, on the other hand, has been played by this person twice with a 100% win ratio. So I don't know who's actually going to come out on top. I think I'm going to have to put my vote in for the Nidalee, though, just because she has more experience with the champion. In the jungle, we're going to have Nocturne versus Hecarim. Both of them main jungle, which is really, really nice to see. Nocturne's been played by this person about 40 times, and it is also the odd one, with a 58.97% chance of winning, and the Hecarim's been played by this person just under 30 times with a 62% chance of winning, which is also really, really good. I think I'm just going to have to give it to the Nocturne just because it's the odd one, and I know he's an amazing jungler. As much as I want to put my vote in for the Hecarim, I think I'm going to have to give it to the Nocturne anyway. But then for the bottom lane, we're going to have Ashe versus Corki for the AD carries. Ashe mains top while Corki also mains top. Again, no one has a big advantage there. Ashe has been played by this person twice with a 100% win ratio, and Corki's been played by this person once and lost. So it's hard to say. I think Corki's a better AD carry just flat out, but Ashe's team is missing a little bit of CC, and I think that will help a lot more for the engagements. So an Ashe arrow followed by the Singed, I think that's just a much better combination. But then if we take a look at the supports, we're going to have Taric and Janna. Taric mains caster while Janna mains jungle. Again, no real advantage there. Taric's been played by this person twice with the 50% win ratio, and Janna's never been played by this person in ranked Season 3. So I think overall I'm going to have to go with the bottom lane on the red team. But if you add up everybody's wins and losses with the champions that they're playing, the red team is going to have a 64.95% chance of winning. The blue team is going to have a 63.16% chance of winning. And I think I will have to side with the numbers on this one and put my vote in for the red team. So let's go ahead and get into the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Strider's here with another slice of ELO Heaven, and I know you are all just as excited as I am. One of the very, very few times I have ever seen Barrier being played in an actual game. I think this maybe the second time? Second time I've actually seen it being used. Now, Ashe using that particular summoner spell is not terribly surprising to me, although I think Ghost might be a little bit more effective in this particular case. Because they do have, you know, the snare from Ryze, which is long range CC. Hecarim is super, super fast, so it's going to be, even if Ashe slows him, it's not going to be enough. Janna has, you know, her slow, and she also has the exhaust. It's going to be very, very difficult for Ashe to live, and I really don't know if Barrier is the most optimal ability that she could have gotten. It still works. I mean, anything can really, really work, to be honest. The fact that she does have Taric to really help with the CC to disengage, that'll definitely help. But then again, you're gonna have a lot of people trying to CC that Ashe, and I don't know if, I mean, Singed is gonna have to go behind people, like go past them to fling them backwards, and I don't know if that's gonna be the best thing for him to do as well. But you know that. He is just ridiculously insane slow. Once it gets leveled up, it just usually doesn't get leveled up until the very last ability. And that's the sad part. Like, I really like his goo. His goo is just so good. I think it's the best slow in the game. It's almost a stun. It's ridiculous. The Mega Adhesive, yeah, so 35%. Yeah, for 5 seconds. Yeah, so that it's ridiculous. I mean, it's 35 at level 1, which isn't that great, but I think at max level it's like 70% or something ridiculous.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
But yeah, so the game will be interesting overall. I still really like Hecarim. I don't see him that frequently, but I've seen him a lot more now, and I know a lot of you, a lot of the viewers really enjoy watching him play. So I'll see if I can try to focus on him just a little bit more often than other players. But oh my gosh, the red team may go for a hard engage here, and this could be dangerous for Janna. But since they did take out this little tiny piece, Janna will be able to see right away. Oh my gosh, this is so close. This could be a flash. Oh, I was actually expecting to see either a flash stun or a flash fling. Oh, there actually is no flash on Singed. That is probably why that didn't happen. I know that would have definitely used Janna's flash if that would have happened, though. So not a big deal. Definitely not something that would have been completely out of normal. Corki actually got the Phosphorus Bomb over his Valkyrie or anything else starting out, so he could have been in a lot of trouble. He definitely would have had to force that flash. Hecarim's going to start the race. It's definitely a good place for him to start because he's just so good at that AoE wave clear. It's ridiculous how fast he's at it. Yeah, with his Q, it just makes it so easy. Rampage is just the fact that it stacks every time he uses it. That Janna shield is really going to help, especially for the beginning. Gets a little bit of damage absorption as well as the additional attack damage, and that's going to help him a lot. And that's going to be a lot of health going down on Hecarim. He actually gets relatively low. He doesn't have blue buff yet, so this could be a lot. It could be a lot. He does have, yeah, he's going to use that second or third health potion. I want to say it's the third health potion that he uses. Sin's just going to laugh it off here. Just laugh it off, buddy. Laugh it off. Well, the whole time, not going to be too much going on in the mid lane. Nidalee does have 2 ability power, which is very strange. It's a very strange amount of ability power to have. Most likely it's just strictly in the offensive tree. Sin's doing a great job flinging and then activating the poison, like, right away. Yeah, so it just poisoned her a little bit, but, you know, it's not going to do too much damage. It still has those 5 health potions and the cloth armor, which I really didn't expect. Maybe that's because she's expecting to tank a little bit more creeps than normal, or she's really expecting this gank. I don't see too much going on here quite yet. We do have a possible gank. Uh-oh, Hecarim's coming around from the back. This is going to be really bad for Hecarim. Oh, that is going to be a flash coming out from Nocturne. So Nocturne does a great job at using the ghost. He does use the flash just to ensure that he gets the leash down onto that Hecarim for the fear, but it just wasn't quite enough. Ashe doing a great job at harassing, but Janna's doing a wonderful job getting that shield right before auto attacks land. And that's going to help out every little bit. Every little bit of damage that it's absorbed will help. Corki doing a great job so far. He's getting quite pushed back in this bottom lane. There is going to be a ward coming down for Janna. Just obviously definitely going to help on that lane just to help get rid of that possible pressure that's there. So right now Singed is kind of losing his lane. He's winning as far as CS goes. He's getting pushed back to his tower. He's going to run out of mana eventually if Riven keeps on the pressure. So it's really just kind of up to her. He's going to force out those laughs as much as possible just to irritate the Riven. And I think it's going to work. That is, oh wow, she jumps deeper into the tower. Throws down that stun, but wow, that was a great job by Singed. Clearly confusing that Riven just a little bit. Having her jump in the wrong direction, that's quite a bit of, yeah, there's quite a bit of damage going from 2 tower shots. Luckily she did get a stun, and yeah, she's gonna get another one just as much as possible, just throwing them out. Why not? It's free damage, doesn't have any mana to use. what else are you going to do with it. It will push her lane quite a bit, but it looks like Sinch is actually mitigating that push really well. I'm surprised. Sinch has successfully frozen the lane essentially at just the tip of his tower, but it looks like Riven will finally be able to counteract that, and Sinch is just gonna tank the minions. He doesn't care that he's tanking the minions. It's not really gonna do too much damage to him. He has that cloth armor, so that's a lot of extra armor. It's just, well, not a lot, but it's enough. The 15 extra armor does mitigate just a little bit of damage. Minions don't do a whole lot of damage to begin with, so it's definitely good for him. Oh, Janna gets a beautiful tornado off, and that is going to be a lot of damage coming out onto the Ashe. Corki flashes. Is he going to be able to pick up the kill? Ashe is going to go down finally to that Hecarim, and that is first blood for them. Great job by the blue team. Wonderful coordination. They did have to use a few summoner spells to get there, but they were able to get in there for the real thing, and that is all that matters. Ashe going down, that is going to give quite a little bit of an advantage to that Corki. Corki's still lane is relatively low in health, but will be able to push this lane pretty easily. Yeah, so that's going to be dangerous for Ashe. Ashe will be able to get there. Taric is going to freeze the lane here, which is a wonderful job by Taric. He's going to wait for the minions to push up, and then he's just going to last hit when he absolutely needs to. If he can actually land the last hits, that is the question. The moment of truth is if he can actually land it. Corki and Janna are now taking out these golems. That's going to help just get a little bit of extra gold before he backs. It's possible he's just shy of a specific item. Let's see. He's at 1424 in the pocket right now. Don't exactly know what he's going to get. Yeah, he's just going to drop that elite amount of gold for the brutalizer. Oh wow, this is going to be a lot of damage coming out onto the Nidalee. And uh-oh, Nidalee is going to have to run away. Hecarim's coming in. He's not level 6. He's just going to take the tower. Going to try to bash that Nidalee. Flash coming out from both Ryze and Nidalee. He tries to get the snare, but he's just barely out of range. And Nocturne ends up picking up that blue buff. And that is going to be level 6 onto the Nocturne and level 4 for the Hecarim. This is going to give Nocturne a huge advantage just because of the fact that he's level 6. And Hecarim is not. So Ashe is here. She is going to throw down. Wow, this is going to be really bad if they decide to engage on this. That is going to be a lot of damage coming from... Oh, that is a very dead Janna. Janna is not even going to bother to flash. She knew she was going to go down. Great way to conserve it. I think it was possibly still worth a try, but I just don't know if it would have been enough. Great job by Taric getting on that Dazzle Shatter combo. Wow, Ashe throwing out the ultimate. That is going to be quite a bit. One more auto attack, 37 health. Not going to be able to get there quite yet, even with the slows. Ashe takes a ton of damage from that tower. Completely unacceptable in her case. She just does not have level 2 or level 1 boots even. Which is quite surprising. I don't know why she would have got... Oh, that is definitely not good. The stun from Taric. Used the flash, wasn't in range for the dazzle, and that was just a really easy way for Corki to get out of there. And now the red team is just going really overconfident about this right now. And a lot of damage going onto the Janna. I just don't know if it was worth it. Ryze finally going to be able to pick up the spool buff, and that is going to help him in lane greatly. Still losing, you know, just about by 10 CS, so not a whole lot, but it's enough. I really like this new Nidalee skin, actually. The animations in Cougar form are much more clean. And yeah, you can definitely tell what's going on in that Cougar form. So great job by all the designers at Riot, really, but I really do like this model rework. Ryze, look at the snare. That could be a lot of damage front-loaded onto Nidalee. But now that Ryze has that blue buff, he's going to be able to charge up that Tear of the Goddess so fast. It's going to be insane. And in the meantime, Sinch will end up going for the Ninja Tabby. An interesting pickup, but definitely not a bad idea since Riven has that BF sword. She's going to get poisoned, but just throw on that shield right away so she doesn't take that much damage. Sinch is going to be able to out-push this Riven at this point, but she's going to be able to take on the minions all by herself without any problem. She's going to tank them. Oh, a lot of damage coming down. Oh, Hecarim's coming in. He is level 6. You throw out the Onslaught of Shadow, so that is going to be a nice little charge And Ashe is doing as much damage, trying to avoid all the skill shots of Corki. She does end up going down, almost picks up the kill in the meantime. And Nocturne was in the back waiting to see if he should jump onto him or not. That is going to be nice. He waited for that shield to expire. Flashes with... Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful play by this Nocturne. Nocturne has that red buff completely slowing her down, but she has that tornado, definitely going to help get away, but she doesn't need to use it after all. She didn't want to risk it though. Taric going extremely low from the just the minions flat out. Oh no, Crate Snare coming out. Oh, is she going to be confident? That is possibly a risky play. Wow, that's an invisible spear. Arrow just barely missing. That could have been a very dead Ryze. Even with Hecarim there, that would have been a 4-second stun on Ryze. He wouldn't have been able to do anything, and Nidalee would have just been able to pounce away. And yes, she is going AP Nidalee, so those spears are going to be so painful. Them javelin tosses. And Ryze throwing at his teleport just to get back to mid lane so he can farm. Very interesting choice. Nidalee's going to be able to get out of there. Almost gets broken of her recall. It was a nice try by Ryze, but it's definitely not something that has to happen. Blue team pinging off where their wards are, so at least they know they have the ward coverage to counteract their wards, so know exactly what's going on. If anyone decides to get oracles, that could happen. Oh, a nice little bit. This could be really bad for Singe. Singe is going to throw down his ghost as well as his ultimate, and then he's just going to laugh about it. And this is not going to be good if Singe continues just to chase them away. Uh-oh. That is not good. Nocturne is now officially here, but his ultimate's down. So they're not going to be able to initiate onto this fight as much as they would like to. Or may not like to. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a disengaged fight entirely, which is pretty much what happened. A lot of action going down in bottom lane. Ashe is still ahead by about 10 CS, so she's doing a great job. She does have that Avarice Blade for the extra gold per 10. It is only 2 gold per 10 now, so I'm interested to see what she's actually doing. And oh man, it completely missed that fight up there. What happened? Singed. Uh-oh. Singed gets chased down by the pony. That's quite a bit of damage. The Onslaught of Shadows going down. Singed is going to get ignited. There's absolutely no way he's going to get out of this. The flash auto attack from Riven is going to pick it up. I really don't feel that that flash was needed, but either way, great pickup by her. Uh-oh, in bottom lane, we do have a lot of action going down. Janna throws out her ultimate, trying to disengage that fight. She's going to get flashed after by the Ashe. Oh my gosh, Ashe is going to do so much. Just one more crit. Oh my lord, that was so close. She almost got a double kill. That tornado really disengaged the fight, and Nidalee's going to be able to get out of there. Just a little bit of health. She does throw out her own heal as well as a spear. Does quite a bit of damage to that Ryze. And now she'll finally be able to get that blue buff. This blue buff is going to help her so much. She's going to be able to throw those javelins twice as much, get that heal twice as much. Well, not twice, but pretty close.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
First tower in the game going in favor of the red team. They're able to take on that bottom tower, and that's going to provide them with a lot more presence on that dragon. It's a very important tower to knock down first. If you get that, you have a lot more presence over who's going to get that dragon or not. So we'll see when they actually decide to go for it, because it's been 14 minutes in the game already and nobody's gone for the dragon yet. Nobody's even attempted at it. So that is a little bit odd, because usually we'll see a dragon engage at about 11 to 13 minutes. And now we're going to try to get to live. We're almost there. It looks like we could have quite a bit of an engage. A nice spear coming out from Nidalee. But she is going to disengage once she realizes that Ryze does have that blue buff already. And that could be really bad for Nidalee. She's taking a ton of damage. And the red dodge balls are just way too powerful for Nidalee. She does have that magic pen now. If he gets hit by one of those spears, that is going to do quite a bit of damage. But uh-oh, Ashe is going in. Nocturne actually also chasing down a perfect arrow as well as a stun follow-up, and that is going to be a beautiful pick-up. Oh, Janna, she does have her Zephyr back up. She is going to be able to disengage this, and is she going to be able to get away? That is the question. A great flash coming out from Taric, finding out where she is not. Janna is completely out of position, and is she going to go behind the towers? Yes, it looks like she will. Uh-oh. One auto attack, that's all it takes. That spear didn't quite go through, and that is an execute. Beautiful play by Janna, making sure that nobody gets any experience or gold for that. But now that she's down, the red team is pinging off Dragon, and that is exactly what they needed. They have 17 seconds till she's back up. She may not be the most vital, but it's still really, really nice to have. Dragon is going out pretty fast, and that is going to be a nice pickup for him. In the meantime, Singed goes down top to a tower dive from both the Riven and the Hecarim. And wow, Hecarim's doing a lot of work this game so far. 2-0 and 2, a part of every single kill. And that is exactly how you need to play jungle. If you're the one that's making the plays, you're the one that is going to be forcing those kills, forcing the flashes, and that's exactly what Hecarim's doing. He's also stealing those buffs. It looks like he's coming in trying to get the Nidalee. He's going to knock her back a little bit, and that's going to slow her down. And she is going to get snared. Is that going to be another kill for the blue team? All she needs is a couple more pounds, so she's going to throw on that spear just to back him off, but it's not going to land. Oh, Hecarim's still lurking in the back part of this. That could be really dangerous. She does not have blue buff now, so that could be even more dangerous. Yeah, it looks like she'll just spam her heal up a little bit. She does have a lot of AP, so that's really going to help her. And that is 2 healers for the red team. 2 pretty big healers. That's just a lot of health that you have to chew from. Taric, if he does some auto attacking, he can just get that imbued up quite quickly, which really helps. Obviously, for obvious reason, just really helps. So as long as he keeps auto attacking, he should be okay on cooldowns. But then again, at the same time, it's very dangerous to just go into the face of the fight and just start auto attacking. It's really, really dangerous. Nidalee's going to go back, and it looks like, wow, Static Shiv coming out for Ashe, and this could be dangerous. Uh-oh, there are 2 members of the blue team here. Is she going to land that CC? She's going to pick up that slow, and oh, the exhaust coming out on top of that. With that, and Janna's going to throw the ultimate to knock him back even further. Hecarim is now there, and that is a ton of damage going down onto the Corki. Corki's going to go down first. Is Janna going to follow as well? This could be really bad for Janna. It looks like Hecarim is going to be able to throw down the ultimate, and wow, I can't believe Ashe is still alive. A perfect heal coming out from Taric, and that is a triple kill for Ashe. I can't believe it went that way. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. That was insane. Oh, did anybody else see that? I hope everyone saw that. I can't believe that happened that way. That was just, it was a perfect play. It was a great setup by Janna. You know, threw down the Zephyr, then went for the exhaust, and then ulted them back into the Corki. Hecarim was there. I think he was a little bit delayed on his onslaught of shadows. Maybe that's what caused it to be a little bit weird. I really don't know. I actually think Nidalee could have thrown that spear, because when you teleport, it teleports you in the same area every time. It's also a tad bit weird that Nidalee's just letting him hit her with spells. That was odd. There's a lot of odd things, so it doesn't matter. Oh, an arrow coming down, and that is going to be an ultimate from Nocturne and a jump from Nidalee, and that is going to be another kill for the Ashe. Ashe is now at 5 kills and 2 deaths with 2 assists. She has been a part of every single kill for the red team as well, and that is going to be quite a bit. Oh my gosh, they're going to be able to take this middle tower as well as the inner middle tower. Hecarim's going in real deep. He's going to pop his ghost. He's going to be able to get away. Looks like he will. That is going to be a barely missed spear. And Corki is going to take that bottom tower. Ashe is completely out of position now. And she's going to go down to the combination of Corki and Ashe. Definitely not what she wanted to do there. And, oh, Nidalee's going to take this blue buff. Just take it for herself. She's so selfish. Oh, Hecarim could just smite steal this away. Oh, yep, he's going to easily be able to get that away. And Nidalee is now out of position, but she's going to be able to pounce away. There's no way they're going to be able to catch up to that, so it's quite unfortunate. Oh, a great snare coming out from Ryze. That could be a really, really dangerous position for the Nidalee. And that's a lot of damage, but she is able to get away as expected. Oh man, the blue team is pressuring this middle tower really hard right now. Singe decided that he needs to go mid because there's just not enough pressure there yet. Nidalee really needs to go back so that she can buy some items so that she can heal up, get some more mana, and yeah, that's exactly what needs to happen. Taric was bottom lane. He's going to transition toward mid since everybody on the blue team is transitioned as well. And oh man, they're really trying to ping off this Taric, but it's just not going to happen. Oh, a great flash snare coming out. Oh, Ryze getting completely flung into the tower, but Ashe going down almost immediately from the combination of that Riven as well as everybody else that was there. Janna getting flung back, and this could be really bad. Corki is in the back as well with, oh, Onslaught of Shadows chasing off two members of the red team, and this Riven is hanging on for dear life. So is the Janna. And, oh, Singe is completely blocked by those creeps. Very unfortunate. He's going to end up going down. That is a huge Nidalee spear. And, man, everybody on the blue team is super, super low. And is Nidalee going to throw a spear? Yes, he will. He'll pick up the kill on the Riven just barely. Can you believe that that happened? That is 3 members of the blue team there. I don't think that's very safe at all. Ooh, that spear almost landed. That would have been a huge chunk. And oh, blue team is going to be going for this dragon once again. Doesn't look like blue team. Yeah, the blue team doesn't have any eyes on the dragon right now. Hecarim's just farming away, and that is going to be the second dragon in favor of the red team. Wonderful play by them. They're now up by 3,000 gold. It was a bad engagement for them, but they were kind of able to turn around a little bit, even the scores. Every little bit helps, that is for sure. Every little bit helps. Taric's just gonna recall the middle lane like a boss, as always. And as far as the item breakdowns go, there's gonna be 2 Bloodthirsters coming up for this blue team. The blue team really likes their Bloodthirsters. Ashe is still just sitting on that static shiv with 1650 gold and a BF sword. So technically she could just get another BS sword, but it looks like there's an engagement coming up, and Riven is going to be able to take her out without any problems. That Bloodthirster and the Brutalizer combo are really going to hurt against this Ashe. And yeah, Ashe is still not really getting too much, but wow, somebody got chunked. It looks like Janna was the one that got chunked by a spear from Nidalee, I'm guessing, because those spears are just doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Only 248 AP, but still doing a great job. And that is going to be the middle tower going in favor of the blue team, and now they have tied up the towers 3-3. Spears are missing all over the place. Heals being thrown out. There's not really much they can do. Ashe is going to go down to bottom lane. Looks like she's just going to farm, but I really think they need to hover around this middle tower at this point. Oh, the blue team is signaling to back off. And Singe is going to get a fling onto the Riven. That could be really bad. That is a ton of action going down. The Fear landing. Onslaught of Shadows coming out. Great job. Riven is able to pick up a kill onto that Nidalee, and she will get stunned. And, oh yeah, it looks like DrPool is going to be able to pick that up. Uh-oh, that is a huge, ridiculous amount of slow. And, oh man, that is a very, very dead Ryze. And then the entire blue, almost the entire blue team jumped into that Baron pit. Luckily, they didn't aggro it. But now the red team is officially starting this Baron. And that, my friends, could be dangerous since they still have 3 members. Ashe is going to be able to zone them out with those volleys. And Singed is going to be able to throw out the static shift doing so much damage. Look at that, the stun now coming out. And that is going to be Ashe picking up the kill on the Janna. Singed picking up the kill onto that Hecarim. And now they're going to initiate back onto this Baron. Baron is going to go down pretty slowly. They don't have huge damage dealers. Nor do they have, I mean, they have 1 Wriggles. Definitely isn't bad. Nidalee is finally here. She's going to be able to heal and increase attack speed. But it's still taking a while for it to go down. Finally, yeah, that is going to be a nice pickup. Taric actually getting the kill on the Baron. Very interesting. And that is a relatively early Baron. 26 minutes. Not bad. Not bad indeed. And this is a huge wave for Ashe. She's going to be able to pick this up, get so much gold. Hopefully, yeah, she finally picked up a Bloodthirster, and she's back up to 1,500 gold. She's maybe trying to get up to that 1,650. And wow, something happened. Hecarim got chunked by something. I'm guessing it was a spear, because that was quite a bit of damage that he just lost out of nowhere. Blue team is now pinging up the top tower. They really need someone to prevent this from going down. That is going to be a huge wave for Riven, and she should be able, yeah, she'll be able to clean this out really nicely. Of course, Singed doing a wonderful job as always, just sitting there and laughing. Exactly what Singed do. Even though Singed is behind by about 70 CS at this point, he's still doing okay. He has 3 kills, 3 assists. But against, you know, Riven having 4 kills and 2 assists, it's close to the same. But she still has 70 more CS than the Singed, which is quite a bit. Singed hasn't been able to do any Singed farming, and wow, the red team has a wide open lane right now. Finally, blue team is coming down to bottom. Uh-oh, Nidalee is here. She's going to throw a spear. Doesn't quite land. And, oh, she does land the trap, though. Great job by Hecarim just running over the trap, making sure that it's used so that they don't land on it when they're trying to run away. Oh, and a huge spear. And that's exactly what I was talking about. That goo and the spear at the same time. That mega adhesive is just so good. So very good. Uh-oh. Hecarim now getting caught out of position, but he is going to speed himself up and get away. Riven is in the back line all by herself. Ashe being able to pick up that kill. That is huge. And a spear almost killing Janna in 1 shot. That is ridiculous. Nidalee comes in, is able to pick up that kill. Spear almost landing, not quite. The Shatter Dazzle combo is going to be able to pick that up on top of it. And that is a 3-for-0 exchange, ladies and gentlemen. And the red team is just gonna take this tower so quickly. There's gonna be absolutely no issues. And they may even go for the next one. Yes, it looks like they will go for the next one as well. Yeah. Ooh, that is gonna be also an inhibitor. Holy cow. That is a really good push in favor of the red team. They got 3 kills and they were able to push, you know, 2 towers and an inhibitor. 2 towers and an inhibitor. Maybe even a 3rd one. The Shadow Radiance combo coming out. And no, they will be disengaging this fight. Ashe is staying on the front lines. I don't think that's a good idea. If she gets initiated on, she's so squishy she can go down almost instantly. Ryze doing a relatively good job, tanking a lot of damage. Oh, the Ashe just barely missed. And yeah, the red team is going to finally disengage this. They really, really need to. They're now picking up for the dragon once again. Hawkshot coming out. Just noticed that everybody on the blue team is officially just going to push them. No real debate there. This dragon's go down super, super fast. And that is going to be another dragon in favor of the red team. 8,000 gold right now at 30 minutes that the red team is up. It's definitely not unrecoverable. It's difficult, but it's not unrecoverable. Go, Ashe, go. Yeah, see, Ashe now picking up another huge BF item, that Infinity Edge with the Bloodthirster. If she gets a Last Whisper, that's definitely going to help. Since there's quite a bit of armor being built on the blue team now, I mean, the Iceborne Gauntlet has just a little bit of armor, as well as the Chain Vest coming out onto Ryze. So I'm a little bit worried that she just doesn't have the armor pen that she needs to in order to rip through the team like this. Red team is once again pushing really, really hard. And that, yeah, they're going to be able to take this tower down pretty easily. 177. No, they get backed up at the last second. May have one or two more hits. The Onslaught of Shadows coming in. Ashe gets initiated on. Oh my gosh, just before she goes down. A great stun on 3 members and a knockup on the 4 by that Riven. But she still goes down. Still no deaths on the red team except for Taric. And they finally end up picking up that tower, and that is going to be a Janna ultimate pushing everybody away. Oh, and that is a double kill for Corki. Triple kill coming out. They're going to flash out of there. This could be really bad. And, oh my gosh, that turned in. That was such a good exchange to begin with. And the teleport coming out from Ryze is going to be able to shut down that Ashe. Once again, fight that they definitely should have won. They just got a little bit overconfident there. Everybody's back alive, except for the Riven. Oh, that's pretty close. Wow, that was basically a 4-for-2 exchange. Still in favor. Yeah, totally in favor of the blue team. They came back a little bit. They're only 6k gold behind instead of 8. But they're still going to have some issues coming back from this. No more Baron for the red team, and that is going to help a significant amount. So, an inhibitor already been taken down in favor of the red team, and they still haven't taken down one of the outer towers. Very surprising. Just for the free gold, I probably would have pushed that tower down, and possibly the one after that as well. Red team really needs to get every sort of advantage that they can in order to assist in the snowballing of this game. If they continue doing what they're doing, I don't know if that's going to happen. But Baron is up once again. Now is the time to decide who is going to go for it, what they're going to decide to do. And wow, a nice little war battle coming out from both teams, and holy cow, Riven's coming in real hard. Nidalee's gonna have to flash out of that. She's gonna wait for the ignite to burn out before she heals, and Ashe goes down super, super low. Right now, oh, a great arrow coming out, smashing down onto Corki, but that is not gonna do anything. It's really not gonna do anything. And the Shirley's Reverie getting popped by Janna, I think, was very interesting.
Blue team's inhibitors respawning soon.
The inhibitors are going to respawn soon, and that is not going to be good times for the red team if the inhibitor respawns. If the inhibitor responds, they need to make sure that they also kill Baron. Okay, so it has respawned. Blue team is aware of it. They definitely have this warded. Oh, actually, they don't. Oh, they do. It's right there. They can't see it. And that is going to be a nice onslaught of shadows onto every single member of the team. And a huge amount of damage coming out. Oh, that is not going to be good. They're completely separated. Taric going down super, super low. Ashe is able to kite so easily. She might go down. No, the Bloodthirster keeping her alive just barely. That is a perfect, beautiful double kill for Ashe. And uh-oh, it looks like this could be really bad. Oh, a nice trade coming out. She picks up the triple kill And the Mega Adhesive is going to slow down Janna enough. Yes, even with the exhaust, that is going to be a ton of damage. And bam, bam, dead. Great job. They were able to also take the top tower in that full effect. And Singed is just going to completely destroy this inhibitor eventually. The super minions are going to be beating down on this bottom inhibitor. I think that's why they're pinging to take that one first, as they could have just pushed for the game. But even then, I don't think that that would be able to happen. Since Hecarim is now respawned, and pretty close after, Riven, Ryze, Corki will also spawn. And that is going to be them running away. But it's still getting pretty low. It's staying about the same health. Instead, yeah, Hecarim's just taking the super minions and the range, so that's going to help significantly. Barely keeping that inhibitor alive. Great job by Hecarim. He's doing a great job this game. I'm very surprised. Usually, most Hecarims you see just aren't as effective as you want them to be. But he's doing a wonderful job. I'm also surprised at the Ashe. You definitely don't see very many Ashes, let alone ones that are a part of almost every kill. 12 kills and 9 assists. That's ridiculous. I mean, that means that she's been a part of 21 out of 23 kills, which is an extremely high amount. We have a lot of action coming down in here. Oh, Janna. What are you doing, bro? Janna gets pinged out by the red team, and oh man, an arrow perfectly landing onto her, spear following up, and that is going to be a beautiful pickup for the red team. And that's interesting text right next to the Singed. I don't know what that is. That's interesting. And it's kind of moving too. Huh. Let me know if any of you guys have ever seen that before. I don't know if that's just, is that just my screen? No, it's totally moving too. Wow, a huge spear taking Ryze down pretty low. Spears aren't quite landing as much as she would want, but they're still landing, and that is all that matters. Oh, now the red team is pinging for the Baron. This is where it gets scary. Double ward coming down the brush. Yeah, double ward. And this is, looks like it might just be a free Baron. Nice teleport coming in, the darkness coming out, and that is going to be a nice initiation onto the Corki. Corki's going to be able to flash over that wall, and that is a very dead Hecarim as well as Ryze. And, oh man, the Baron is going to completely heal itself up. That was a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of the red team. And, oh, Singed is going to be able to get a fling off. That could be a very dead individual. Individual killings. Oh, a nice static shift coming out. That is going to be a hooray for the kill. Wow, another outer tower going down. Singed is doing all he can to really just keep them alive. And he's doing a great job at it. He's wasting spells from other champions. And holy crap, that is just not good times. Red team gets the ace. They're going to push that last inhibitor tower. They're going to ignore the tower, take out one Nexus tower, taking out the second one. And now the Nexus is all by itself exposed, and it is at, boom, dead health. Dead HP o'clock. That was a brilliant game. Everybody did a phenomenal job. Congratulations to the red team again. I mean, you guys really pulled it together. It had a little bit of a rocky start, but did great in the end, and that's all that matters. GG to the blue team. You guys had wonderful coordination. Can't ask for a better game than that. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you like what I do and you want to see more. And make sure to tune in to Completely Obscene Casting on my Twitch stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, aka California time. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.